exorbitant food bills. Special thank you to members of 518 Hoodland. Some of them on the team, some of them not. Fred, Swanson, Hurley, Jimmy, Hampshire, and Charles. Our adopted roommates, Calvert and Ty Taylor. And of course, Dr. Johnson. You guys have shaped my experience here at Penn, and I couldn't have lived better with you guys. I'm going to catch a lot of crap for this next one from the fellows, but I have to do it or else I'll suffer the consequences. She couldn't make it tonight, but I need to thank my girlfriend, Trish. She's one of my biggest fans, even though she didn't understand football or my position at all. She still made it to as many games as she could. I want to thank all the parents for being our best and biggest fans over the years, and for throwing some awesome tailgates. That was great, guys. Last but not least, I have to thank my parents. My dad thinks he's the offensive and defensive coordinator. But unfortunately, I can hear him yelling from the stands during the game. That's why my mom doesn't sit next to him. Mom, I know you have almost had several nervous breakdowns this year. I almost did too. We had some close games. Yeah. But without your guys' love and support and unending sacrifice, I wouldn't be standing here tonight. I can't thank you enough for everything you've done for me to get me where I am today. I love you guys. I'm going to reminisce a little bit. This is mostly for the seniors and some of the juniors and sophomores on the team. I think we've been through some of the same experiences. So I'm going to say, like, junior year of high school, I got a letter from UPENN. To be honest, I'd never heard of them before. Like many other people, I thought, oh, Penn State. And my dad said, no, you idiot, UPENN, the Ivy League. Like, oh, that's cool. I didn't know. Coach Schwenke started recruiting me, and I came to junior day and summer camp. Summer camp was at Joe Silverswig. See, it's my left. Almost broke my back in a lineman drill. And after the camp, I was told all I do is get my SATs up and I can get in. So, as you can imagine, the first semester, senior year of high school, was a very stressful time in my house. I did the SAT and ACT a few times. Finally, I got into Penn around November, December. And then I remember my official visit to Penn. Justin Cosgrove was my host. I met Triglia, Owen Thomas, and Luke DeLuca, arguably Penn's best recruiting tools ever. I remember meeting Chad Miller and Eric Rest and being in awe of their Caliness. Chad and Eric looked like they had never been in temperatures below 60 degrees. So we're going to fast forward to freshman year. We arrived on campus end of August to start football camp. I remember the old weight room. I remember complex sets. I remember J-Ho and Moose almost fighting over a lifting rack. I remember summer camp. And learning about crossover period. I also remember having to go against Gonifral, Luco, and Colabella as a freshman. I remember meeting Coach Lake and all of his catchphrases. I remember being on scout team as a center in practice, and it getting to the point where Schwenke wouldn't let me snap the ball anymore. He gave me a flag, I would move to simulate the snaps so it wasn't a fumble on every play. Turns out move to tackle was a good one. I remember JV games telling Chad Miller and John Hurley, our quarterbacks at the time, that I didn't really know the pass protections and they should be pretty careful when they drop back. I remember going to study hall 3 times a week. I remember waking up at 6 a.m. for morning runs in the annex, and as my mom can attest, I am not a morning person. I'm more of a noon to 4 p.m. kind of person. I remember spring ball. I remember all the fights in practice. As Rask alluded to, I remember Marbar. I remember the golf parties, which I'm excited for this spring coming up. Sophomore year, I remember summer camp and having to do over 100 up-downs after one practice. I thought I was going to die. I think Coach Baggs lost count. I don't know. Sophomore year, I remember beating Brown in overtime in the last play. I remember Maroney's speech before Harvard. We played them in the monsoon. I always remember all the way it turned up in infinity. I remember hoisting the Ivy League trophy at the end of the season, and I remember getting that ring. I remember more morning runs, more spring ball. That spring, I remember losing a teammate and a friend in Owen Thomas. And I remember the sadness and the heartache we all felt. I remember the resolve and strength we showed going to our junior year as we were all playing for OT. I remember summer camp and the ice baths. I remember the new weight room and training room. I remember beating Dartmouth in overtime and then rolling the rest of the league en route to our second straight Ivy League title. I remember getting that ring again, more morning runs, more spring ball, more summer camp. I remember the $40,000 spent on the new carpet in the locker room. I remember the asinine amount we spent on clubs. And I remember blowing out the new speakers in the locker room the first day we had them. Senior year, during the season, I remember the last second touchdown to beat Dartmouth. I remember Coach Baggs asking how anyone would want to go to Dartmouth other than for the foliage. I remember somehow beating Columbia on another final minute drive. I remember a fourth quarter explosion to beat Yale. Those 3 games are some of the most exciting games I've ever been a part of. I'm going to remember Coach P telling the offense to keep his dogs off the field and to take things one play at a time. I'm going to remember Coach Downs yelling at the end of practice to get that equipment. I'm going to remember Coach Bagnoli's catchphrases, including, but not limited to, "Are you kidding me? Come on, come on, come on. You gotta be kidding me." Of course. And when? Finally, I'm going to remember the seniors. Oh yes, the seniors. Now you're all in big trouble. Coach Baggs already introduced them, but I'm going to reintroduce them. Ryan Calvert. He's a little boy 5th year due to an above-average ability to turn his ankle around 180 degrees. That's quite a talent. Fred Craig from Cincinnati, Ohio, the St. Xavier Preparatory School for the Boys. Go Dammers. You had to run for that one. We have handsome Brian Gieska. Geese is affectionately known as Randy. Have fun explaining that one to your parents. We have JP Grant, captain of Blue Steel, unbelievable level of swag, and better than average ability to throw a great party. Vote for Peasy. Matt Hampshire, he's the first kid I met at Penn, hands down best storyteller on the team. The thing about his stories is, well, you have to know, and it's, well, you had to be there. Joe Holder, awful ankles. J-Ho also has what I like to call yakophobia. It's a fear of yards after catch. Cameron Jones. Cam's still really upset that he had to gain weight as it messed up his game with the ladies. And he's really salty that I had more tackles than him going to his senior year. And kissing. I can't believe you're a football player. I can't believe girls believe you when you tell them that. You're the first ever specialist that didn't kick the ball. And I'm really glad your sisters can make it out tonight. We have Dan Lipschitz, most jacked kicker in the league, hands down, according to him. Great actor. He can really sell roughing the kicker in practice. His balance is below average. Brad Marvin is my favorite 12-year-old on the team. He's a regular at Smokes, and he's still in denial that the guys at the rating graduated last year. Luke Naraki. I've been playing football with Luke for 8 years. We were freshman year roommates, and he's one of my best friends. I have a lot of stories about him, none of which are appropriate. I would say I'll see you at Smokes after this, but, well, you're banned for life. Stroganoff. Eric Rask. Eric looks at himself in the mirror more than anyone I know. He didn't have to go to the bathroom at all, he was just checking himself out. He has just fabulous hair. He's first team all hair. He's a Cali bro through and through, and that scar on his arm isn't from a shark, it's because he ran through a glass door. Jason Rasmussen. Moose got in a lot of players, coaches, trainers, and fans' faces during games, and that was just on our team. It's hard to believe he's just such a shy, quiet kid. Jason Schmucker. He has the second most unfortunate nickname on the team, next to Shits. Schmuck's been concussed so many times, he doesn't know where he is right now. Wait for the nice people, Jason. Jared Shawley, he's from Iowa. He has a white flat brim, white Biggie Smalls t-shirt, white Jordan shorts, and white sandals. Need I say more? Joe Silversberg. He's got the greatest nickname on the team, thanks to Ed Kisford. Call him Indomicum Jew. cranium, and he has classic pass rush sound effects. Last but not least, Alex Smith. Whether he wants to admit it or not, he's balding, and he has a lovely sister also. Young guys, I hope you learned something from our class, and we wish you the best of luck next season. I can't wait to watch you guys play together. You know what it feels like to win, and you know what it feels like to lose. It's your turn to bring the Ivy League trophy back to Philly. Seniors, it's been an unbelievable ride. We've shared some incredible moments, had some high highs, and some rock bottom lows. We always stuck together, and I think we can hang our hat on that. We were a family. I'm going to miss sharing the field with you guys. I'm proud of what we accomplished together as a class. One of the best Penn teams ever. That's pretty awesome. Remember to always squat deep, fellas. Thank you for everyone for listening. As a wise man once said, "Don't know."